I love this behind us. West Ham fans, you will know it has been a long, long time, 43 years since Sir Trevor Brooking scored that goal to win your last bit of silverware, the FA Cup in 1980. But that could all change tonight.
There'll be youngsters watching right now wondering what on earth that is. That is tape.
Yeah.
What is tape? There you go.
I'm sort of wondering.
From a photography reel, there you go. Yeah, you used to actually have to wait.
Black and white as well.
And head down and just get them developed, and that's what it looked
like.
Did you? Yeah, you did. You had to wait to see what was on that. Well, that was a long time ago, and Fiorentina await the Europa Conference League final. David Moyes, well, he is savouring every single moment in the build-up.
To be in a European final, for any manager, I think is a thrill. And whether you're an experienced one or whether you're a very young one, I think it's one of the pinnacles you can get in football is, as a coach, when you start out, can you reach a final? So the answer to it is hopefully it's the start. I've always said I think the best years are to come. And, I'm certainly enjoying this one at the moment and enjoying the moment being here with everybody.
Well, West Ham have really enjoyed this competition. They have won 13 of their 14 matches in it. That's 2 more than they did in the entire 38-game Premier League season.
So the final is taking place in Prague tonight. We can head there right now and speak to a former West Ham striker, Dean Ashton. Good morning, Dean. Huge night. Huge night. We've talked about the history of West Ham trophies, 1980 since their most recent trophy, the FA Cup. You have to go back even further since they won one in Europe. It's massive, this, isn't it?
It is. You can really feel it here in Prague in terms of that West Ham support. Obviously, not many with tickets, but so many have come out to try and enjoy what is such a rare occasion, as you've talked about, and they don't want to miss what could be a special, historic night for West Ham. And I thought David Moyes in his press conference yesterday, we were there, and he was so calm and relaxed for someone that knows how big this game could be, having had a poor season, to have this at the end of it, and how that could change the fortunes and certainly the mindset of certain supporters if he can get his team to lift a European trophy.
Yeah, on that actually, you mentioned it comes right now at the end of been a bit of a topsy-turvy season, I think you'd have to say. Comes at a really good time for them. If they were to lift that trophy, almost kind of wiping out what has happened and starting again and looking upwards for next season.
Well, of course, I mean, not only is it silverware for the football club and the players and that experience that they'll have and the supporters as well, but it guarantees you Europa League football for next season, and how big that could be for recruitment in the summer. If it was David Moyes that was to carry on, you're looking at a higher calibre of player, I'm sure, that would be attracted to the football club. And then you can look certainly at strengthening the squad, which is what they've struggled with this season, I think, with their poor form, is those signings haven't quite worked, all of them, and therefore they've struggled in certain games. But that can just all be wiped out, forgotten about, with one victory tonight.
Dean, the official figures suggest only 5,000 fans from each club will be in the stadium. That's where the tickets have been sold. We know thousands more have flown out there. What's the atmosphere like?
Lively, as you would expect, but everyone is in great spirits currently. Last night we went into the centre of Prague and you could just tell the excitement. I think that they're excited, whether it's parents that have brought out their young children to experience their first final, or I spoke to a gentleman at the airport who was there the last time they won a European competition many years ago, and he's back again because they want to experience, and I think that's what this competition has brought to so many teams, Fiorentina included, on the other side. Being able to sort of resurrect the good times in European football for these clubs and give new experiences to the supporters, and you can really feel that. I mean, you're right, only 5,000 fans feels really harsh on the West Ham support, because so many, of course, would pay fortunes to be in the stadium. They're estimated, though, 40,000 West Ham fans could be over here by tonight.
Wow. What about David Moyes and the job that he's done? I mean, just how important could this be for him tonight in particular?
It feels vital, doesn't it? I think, you know, he's very much had his doubters within the West Ham support. I think some would still say, even if he was to win tonight, they would like a change. I think he's been very relaxed about that. He's spoken about that and how that did affect him, and he felt a bit lonely at times because of that. But I think his experience, and I loved his interview yesterday. He was very relaxed. I think he understands that, of course, any final can go either way, and that it's a brilliant opportunity for him and his players. And I think for him, I'm sure it'll be a case of if he can get West Ham to lift that trophy, it kind of does turn around to any doubters and say, look, this is what I'm capable of with a squad of players.
Moyes danced all around a question about Declan Rice yesterday. I think we all know it's almost certainly going to be his last game at West Ham, but he has the golden opportunity to leave on the highest of highs tonight.
Yeah, he did dodge the questions well, and I think, you know, if it was any other time, Declan Rice would have been there to see the press yesterday. I'm sure he probably would have wanted to, but with everything that's surrounding him at the moment in terms of the rumours of his you know, departure, players like Declan Rice will, like when he's away with England, he'll be playing with players that are competing for the best trophies in world football, and I'm sure he's an ambitious player that will want to be part of that. But tonight gives him a fantastic opportunity as West Ham captain to do something that very, very few has done, and that's lift silverware for West Ham. And I think nobody can doubt his commitment to West Ham. I think the connection that he has with the supporters will always be there, whatever happens. And he'll see this as just a great opportunity, I think. If it is to be his last game, what a way to bow out.
Absolutely. Just one final question then for you. How big a threat are Fiorentina? And do you think West Ham will do it? Go on, put you right on the spot. Yes or no?
It really does feel like a 50-50 game because Fiorentina are an excellent side, very threatening, score plenty of goals. But they are a team that play in the perfect way that I think West Ham would want to play against, which is a team that keeps the ball and pressurises you. West Ham can sit in, as David Moyes likes his team to do, and then counter-attack against Fiorentina, who aren't necessarily the greatest at the back. And I think that will be the key. If they can be defensively solid, they're superb on the counter-attack, very dangerous from set plays, very, very tight, but a 2-1 West Ham win, I'm going to go.
Oh, you got there in the end. There we go. Right. Thank you very, very much indeed. And yeah, enjoy your day and your time in Prague.